You're watching Scorchin Swearin with your host, Brandon Swear.
What's going on? Welcome on in, Swear Nation. So glad to have everyone here. Figured I would jump on here, do a little bit of showcasing some of the products that I was able to get while at Zest Fest 2026. And there's a few that have already been consumed, full disclosure, but they were products that I have already reviewed, so I didn't feel bad about, of course, enjoying those products. But let's do this. Let's go ahead and I'm going to finish grabbing the rest of the stuff here off of, had it in this lovely cart with me to be able to kind of move around and do that whole thing. But now it is, down to most of it being on the table in front of me. Let me grab the rest of this here, set it all out so we get a nice, clean walkthrough on all of this, if you will. So, all in all, the experience was, as to be expected, a lot of fun being able to see the hot sauce friends, family, etc. in that nature, hang out with everyone kind of during post and all that other fun stuff. So, let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and set this business card over here for later. Let's see if I can get this chat functionality also showing on screen here so that I can be in communication with all y'all as well. So let's go here. Let's see. Let's go. Where's that chat window? So while I'm getting this pulled up, it looks like got a few folks already here. Thank y'all. I was trying to get this up on all the socials, but apparently I need to go back through, relink a few things so that I can be able to broadcast it all at once. But it looks like it's just going to YouTube right now. Where is that window? Why is it not showing it? All right. Is it this one? Let's try. Nope. We'll get this chat window function working here. But as to be expected, the, let's see, this thing's going to be a little bit wonky with me. But ultimately, we're going to get this going. Here it is. Comments are rolling. All right. Comments and reactions are working now. So, with that being said, we're going to jump on into this. I guess we'll start with the non-food items, of course. But got this one from K. John. Nice, obviously, branding for the Zia. And, nice clean back on that, too. Let me get that tag out of the way for y'all. Nice clean back on that, too. It looks like, right here, there's a little sewn-on patch on the side as well. So all in all, nice quality shirt. But yeah, the Zia Chili Traders shirt merch right there. So I'll be rocking that one out around the house or out and about, so on and so forth. But that, as far as the non-food items, I had that, and then I had one more. Now, this is from Chingon Squeezins. I was going to head back there, pick this up, and then the last day, Sunday, ended up not making it back on out. I had some stuff pop up, so didn't get to swing back on by their booth, but definitely looking forward to having them on the podcast here. Let's get y'all a better view here as well. Looking forward to having them on the podcast and learning more about what they have going on. But, nice little mug here. Yeah, man. Do you want to get sauced with Chingon Squeezins? All right. And then they had some nice slaps here, too. So, as you can see, a couple of those in there. But, yeah, golly, I don't even know what this thing is. It's got to be maybe a 16-ounce mug. So definitely pretty cool there to see and to get. So get that set off to the side. Let's see here. See if we, I don't know if these comments are quite going through. I'm getting a little bit of a thing saying that obviously X, Instagram, and Facebook all have struggled to connect, but Looks like maybe the YouTube is still going. Not seeing quite the comments on that end. So if you're commenting there, oh, there we go. It's actually, yep, it actually is working there. All right, cool. So at least the comments are coming through clear. Pepper Gardener, how's it going? Test on my end, boom. There we go. All right, cool. So once again, we're getting a rundown of what was going on, what was acquired during Zest Fest 2026. So far for the food items, got the Zia Chili Traders shirt, and then, I mean, absolutely nice branding. It's got a little sewn-on patch on the sleeve here, and, I mean, just nice quality. As well as the Chingon Squeezins mug. So dive back on into that. But got some other fun ones on here that I can't wait to kind of talk about. But this one here, if y'all saw the live overall breakdown review, as they had this one, my box kind of got a little bit crushed as it was all in this, overall cart that I had to lug everything around in, but no worries, did not hurt the actual product inside there. But from Viet Cajun, let's get you the close-up here. This is a finishing sauce. So this sauce packet right here has obviously all the great flavoring in there, but then with each additional heat pack, so there's 4 heat packs in there. If you add all 4, it gets it to the hottest iteration of itself. Looking forward to this. I'll be checking this one out, trying it on my own, if you will, this Sunday with the family. So looking forward to seeing what this one has in store. But all in all, phenomenal, phenomenal seasoning, phenomenal heat on this. Really enjoyed it a lot. So that is Viet Cajun finishing sauce. Now, that is just one of them. So we'll be diving on into that. But we do have 2 products that I'm going to actually be reviewing as we're going through this. So we'll get to those here in a second. But as we get in there, how to pick up 2 of these Cucular Weapons. So this is the newest release product from Point Blank Pepper Co. The Cucular Weapons, absolutely phenomenal. But as you can see there, they were the Golden Chili winner for this product. So congratulations there, Point Blank Pepper Co. So, I mean, just look at this. Beautiful. You can kind of see the cascade of the overall pepper seasoning in there. Nice slices, real hearty, thick slices on that overall cut of the cucumber there. And what was done amazing about this is you have that great crunch, but you also have, the pickling itself. So it has that nice balance between the two, where I feel like oftentimes a lot of cucumbers through going through the pickling process to become pickles end up losing a little bit of that rigidity, that crunch to it all. And so this is very well done in that sense, and it keeps it in that nice line of being able to complement and add texture to what you have going on. I can't wait to apply this when making a Cuban sandwich, or, really, I have a few different applications in mind, but one in mind is a Cuban sandwich with a nice spicy mustard. I can only imagine how phenomenal that is going to be. Oh yeah. These Cucular Weapons, definitely should check these out from Point Blank Pepper Co. And once again, congratulations on the golden chili there. So I'm going to go ahead and set this one off to the side real quick. And, of course, I had to get 2 jars, one for review and one for, of course, the family to be able to dive into and enjoy. Something that was new out of Karma Sauce, I was going to grab the other one. They were already out, so I'll be grabbing that one here as well soon. But the Mesa Roja from Karma Sauce, ended up picking that one up here. Let's get you a close-up going on. This is one of the newer sauces from Karma Sauce, and absolute amazing flavor on this. Nice body. So looking forward to cranking out a review on this one. So that is in the pipeline there. So check that one on out soon. And let's see here. Oh yeah, ended up grabbing another bottle of Carnival. I have reviewed that on the podcast. Also grabbed a Cosmic Dumpling. Already have burned through that one on Pad Thai night. So that one is gone, but review's already been done for it, so don't feel too bad on it. So let me go ahead and set this one off to the side, that side. All right. Then, of course, had to make sure that I went by to Madman Sauces and check out some of the newest stuff they have there. And, of course, grab more ketchup because this spicy ketchup from Madman Sauces, the Scorpion ketchup, is absolutely phenomenal. It has become the only ketchup that I use, and it is an absolute must whenever I'm picking up Whataburger or In-N-Out, etc. Anytime I have fries or something of that nature, this is getting used. Nice depth, nice overall heat on this one, and absolutely very well balanced. I like the ability of the hold with this ketchup, but also still allowing it to not be just used up in one single dip. So you don't have too much hold and you don't have too little hold. It is kind of that perfect Goldilocks between the two. So go ahead and get this one pulled up here as well. And I mean, they got it in this nice 12-ounce squeeze bottle here. See if I can kind of get some of the, I mean, just nice, beautiful, deep red color to this too. But the Scorpion ketchup from Madman Sauces, definitely picked up 2 of those. Already got one that I've busted into, started using. But here's the newest items from Madman Sauces, and really excited to jump into these. This is the Sumo sauce. So love the overall branding there with the labeling. You know, it's a fun, creative way to be able to show off the Madman, but then in a sumo body. So it kind of brings a little bit of fun, a little playful nature to it all. And love how the graphic overlay just kind of wraps and entwines. Well, exactly what you would expect from Madman Sauces. I mean, everything is very, visually pleasing to the eye with what they have going on. So kudos there. And this is just for everyone that's, trying to figure this out. This sumo sauce is more of an oil based. So you're going to be able to really be able to use this in cooking applications. You can use this as a finishing. You can use this in so many different ways that you would be absolutely using it wrong if you only think it's just for finishing. Use it in cooking. You're going to absolutely love yourself. So because the fact that the green screen, it's kind of making it look a little bit more orange, but with the backdrop here, it's kind of not telling the total story here. So this is the Apple Pinot Jam Sesh. So, overall, see, you can already kind of see it disappearing. All this is nice and green, but this is a nice, mild overall jam. This is going to go great on anything like burgers, hot dogs. From what I understand, this is an absolute go-to for hot dogs. You could also use this with tacos, etc. But looking forward to jumping on into this one and reviewing it, as it is one of the newest products as well from Madman Sauces. So looking forward to that. Can't wait to jump on into it. I'm going to set these on over here, and this is the future review line. So, and that's for Sunday. Let me move this around so now I can keep an accurate inventory of things to stay and things to continue. Next up here, let's go ahead and do this. Another one for Madman Sauces here as well, which is, and I've had this in a live stream, I believe 2 years ago in North Texas Hot Sauce Fest. But these are the Mad Crispies. This is the Friendly Fire. So this is a chip that they do over at Madman Sauces, and they use their own blend in there. It's a nice seasoning chip. We're going to dive into this one here and check this one on out. That's interesting. It's kind of getting a little phantom thing because of the lighting. But the camera trying to focus on other things instead of this. But we're going to go ahead and jump on into this one here. So, yeah, just go. It looks like nice little tear. And, oh, man, beautiful aroma. Get you a nice little look inside. Now, this is, let's see here. Let's see what it say. All right. Ingredients are brown sugar, salt, white truffle oil, chili de árbol, chili piquin, onion powder, garlic powder, and then smoked mordant pepper, and then guajillo. So, I mean, take a look at that. Nice overall coating and seasoning. We'll get one out here. I mean, that is a chip. Look at this, the chip size to the bag. That is a full-on nice chip there. So we're going to jump on into this one. And cheers. That's a good question there, Pepper Gardner. I'll jump on into that one. But talking about this chip, the Friendly Fire, the Mad Crispies, perfect crunch, very well seasoned. I mean, this chip is going to be, a nice chili head snack. I wouldn't say this is out of the reach of anyone that is maybe just starting out. You'll notice that it'll have a nice zest, a nice pop to it, but I don't think it'll be too unbearable if you're just starting out. I mean, another honkin' chip. I mean, beautiful size on these things. All right. Now, Pepper Gardner. Take a pause from eating that real quick. That's a bit of a hard question to answer, just like a definitive favorite. I will say there were two companies that absolutely stood out in a good way to me, and that was because of the unique approach and the which way in which they make their sauce and the flavor profiling and the ingredient choice, etc. That just really caught my eyes and captivated kind of the whole entire weekend for me. But we'll dive into both of those here. There's plenty others that all hit that same mark, but two that I just absolutely, one, was not expecting to see there, and then two, had no prior knowledge of them until this event. So that's the cool part there. So I'm going to grab another chip real quick. Yeah, these are good. These are really good. So, Madman sauce. You have the Friendly Fire. This is the Mad Crispies Friendly Fire. Absolutely phenomenal. Check these on out. These are, once again, a great snack to be able to enjoy, get a nice little pop of flavor, nice little pop of some pepper profiles in there without really burning anyone down. So, that's a phenomenal one, Madman sauces. Now, I think I've shown all the Madman sauces that I had grabbed. Let's check out two here. These are from Pepper and Thyme. Now, both of these are ones that caught my attention, but what really did it in was both my son and my wife absolutely love these. And so, of course, I had to make sure that these came home. So, I'll show these one by one. This is the Princess Peach. I mean, beautiful tasting sauce. Can't wait to jump on into that one as well for review. But the Princess Peach from Pepper and Thyme. And then, of course, one of their newest ones, Forbidden Fruit. I mean, this one here had me really excited because, as summer is kicking off and the temperatures are heating up, that one right there screamed a phenomenal base, a phenomenal use case for a salad dressing or like a addition to like a coleslaw or something of that nature, like that kind of cold cut, chunkier salad type of mixture, because just a beautiful flavor notes and everything carrying through. So we'll be diving into that one on review as well. So just to give you all a heads up, that is in the line. And before I jump on over to the next thing that I'll actually be eating during this process, we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about a Caribbean company that had caught my eye. And this is Caribbean Heat. Now, they had 3 different offerings here. these three here, we'll start with, let's start with how they had it set up, right? So this is the Trinbago Tamarind. And once again, it's a play on, obviously, some Trinidad and Tobago style sauces. And this one here is using tamarind. So nice overall look on that sauce. It tasted beautiful. I can only imagine the multiple applications that are going on. Now, they do have this in bottle as well as in jar. I went ahead and went with the 8-ounce jar instead of the 5-ounce bottle. And then next up, they had the Maracas mustard. So absolutely phenomenal on this one as well. So looking forward to jumping on a review with this. The use case, the application is going to be very interesting. Now, what I will say about the mustard one here is really the overall ability to use this one, and not like if you were maybe not the biggest mustard fan, it's not overly in your face mustard punch. It is a nice balance between the mustard, the savory, and the overall just slight kiss of heat. So next up we have, well, this is just spice up your life. This is the hot soca. So absolutely phenomenal, nice red sauce. This one has a bit more of a hold than, say, the other two, but nice flow nonetheless. Let's see if I can go ahead and kind of, there you go. You're now seeing it kind of go through there. Hey, Kevin, how's it going? So those three are the Caribbean Heat lineup. That is what they have going on. We'll be jumping on into review for those. Now, still salivating like crazy over these Friendly Fire chips here, the Mad Crispies from Madman Sauces. So if you haven't checked those out, definitely check those out. Great snack there. Do have a few others we'll be jumping on into. Here, let's go ahead and talk about the one, of course, from Danielle's Sauces. This is the sweet chili sauce. Now, this is not a new product by any means, but it is one that is absolutely loved by my family here. So we always like to use different sauces, use different products whenever I'm making up an Asian dish at home for the whole family. And that sweet chili sauce right there allows for a real versatile use case. I can use this as a glaze. I can use this as a dip. I can use this when cooking. And it does a just nice balance between that sweet and just a nice little kiss of that spice, so that it's not too alarming for the kids, and be able to still enjoy it and not have to worry about anyone's heat tolerance really being an issue in that realm. So from Danielle's Sauces, absolutely phenomenal stuff. We'll be jumping on into that one. I can't remember if I've actually reviewed that sauce on Scorchin Swearin, so I'll have to double check, but that is definitely going to be one enjoyed by the family. Now, we have Old Bones. Well, they had this spicy honey here. This is a scorpion pepper, African bird's eye pepper, hot honey. Now, this is labeled as a medium, and I would say that's very fair there. Now, this size of this bottle is 12.7 ounces of amazingness, because this immediately caught my attention for many things, but I have been whipping up a cinnamon, honey, butter, kind of, instead of using maple syrup, I have been doing this and melting down the butter, getting everything together, and as it's cooling, just continuously whipping until it gets nice peaks, and that way it's easy, spreadable, melts right into the overall, pancakes, waffles, whatever we have going on, and really delivers a phenomenal flavor. But this one is definitely going to be in the rotation for making that one happen. And once again, that's Old Bones. This one here is the spicy honey from Old Bones, the scorpion pepper, and African bird's eye. I mean, can't go wrong with good old Bones. See if I can. I mean, nice color to this overall sauce, or overall honey here. I mean, you get that. It's got a nice flow. You can see the air bubble that is in there trying to, there we go, make its way out. So it's got some nice flow going on there. Looking forward to that one from Old Bones. But let's do this. let's go ahead and check out. Why don't we check out this next cookie here? Now, some of y'all may be familiar with this because I have reviewed this, what was that, maybe 2 years ago now. One of the earlier episodes of Scorchin and Swearin, when I dove into this cookie from the Cookie Crave, this one in particular is the Reaper chocolate chip. Now, it had a beautiful heat, and it definitely was able to be noticed slightly from the aromatic standpoint, but you can really see a little bits of the red poking through from the powder used in the sauce, in the cookie production. So you can kind of see a little bit here, a little bit there, but all in all, this cookie will definitely be enjoyed. Like I said, because I have already reviewed it, not too worried about jumping straight back into that on a review. But from the Cookie Crave, we have, well, the newest addition to that lineup. Now, they have a Scorpion brownie, they have the Reaper chocolate chip cookie, and now they have a ghost pepper snickerdoodle. Now, can't wait for this. This is going to be one that I will end up jumping into on this breakdown review. And I don't know if so my son and my wife were the ones that were able to pick this up for me, but I don't know if they got two of the ghost pepper snickerdoodles or if there's only one. This one I can definitely see the red flaking. I think this might just be a standard snickerdoodle. So what I'll do is I will first take a little corner off of this to see if this is just regular. If it is, I'll make sure that this one makes its way over to my wife, and this will be the one that we end up reviewing here because I'm pretty sure this is the ghost pepper one. I just don't see any indicator on it, and they both look pretty darn similar. So if you're in the DFW area, you're looking for a nice spicy dessert treat, head on over to the Cookie Crave. Check them out. Like I said, spicy brownie, 2 different spicy cookies. You're going to be hooked up. They're always phenomenal. They taste great. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and I'm actually going to peel this one back on the one that I don't think is spicy. And we're going to see what this one is all about. If it's normal, then I'll jump on over to the other one. Yeah, this one just smells like snickerdoodle. Yeah, this is just the normal snickerdoodle. All right. I'm going to set that one over there to be enjoyed by my wife. But here is the one that is the ghost pepper. Hello. Glad to see you here. All the way from Finland. Okay. Very nice to have you here. Now, once again, this is from the Cookie Crave. This is a ghost pepper snickerdoodle cookie that they made just particular for this year. So, right off the bat, you're smelling the overall pepper body, but it's very subtle. You're getting mostly the snickerdoodle aroma, but with the just fragrant of the overall ghost pepper in there. So, we'll go ahead and jump on into this one here. Oh, yeah. Almost like a faint sizzle so far on the tongue, on the roof of the mouth, on the back of the throat. Beautiful snickerdoodle, overall expectations being met in that regard. Just the right amount of crunch to gooiness. So very well balanced there. You're starting to feel it more activate in the roof of the mouth, on the tongue, back of the throat. Nothing crazy, nothing alarming. Granted, that was one bite, so let's continue this. To give some comparison to another ghost pepper cookie that I have had, There is another company out there that used to make cookies from a good gentleman in Florida that would make a non-challenge version and a challenge version. I would say this one so far, just from that one little section, I would say is probably in between the two. It's not quite to the challenge level, but it's definitely not the entry level. This is a nice, closer to what I would say could have been, would have been a very doable entry challenge. Very great flavoring. They're very well balanced. Got another corner, but go ahead and continue eating this one. Don't want crumbs falling everywhere. And we're going to talk about the next thing. So, next up, while I'm eating this, the Tannenbaums. I got four sauces from Tannenbaums. I got the extra heat version in the pineapple, rosemary, turmeric. And then we have the standard versions in both the blueberry, sumac, and cinnamon, the cherry, sage, and caraway, and then the mango, tamarind. And so, man, oh man, this is, I'm excited for these. I had the pleasure of trying these there at Zest Fest, completely blown away. Exactly what he says about it not being really what you would categorize as a hot sauce, but a fruit sauce that has been made spicy. And it actually executes that perfectly. Oh, Pepper Gardener, I can already, I understand. I understand completely where you're coming from. These are phenomenal. Highly recommend giving them a try if you have a chance. But let's get you a close-up of this real quick with the Tannenbaum stuff. So, right up first, this is that cherry sage. I mean, beautiful color to that sauce. It's got a nice flow, a nice consistency to it. Looking forward to all the use cases and applications that can kind of come in that. But that's the first one. And then this next one here is the mango tamarind. I mean, once again, beautiful color. You see that air bubble move. Look at the resistance. It's like a nice balance. It has a good flow, but it's at the same time not completely limiting in that effect. So next up, blueberry, sumac, and cinnamon. Again, great color to that sauce. Looking forward to using this as well with say pancakes or waffles or ice cream or anything like that. And then of course the extra heat pineapple, rosemary, and turmeric version. So once again, beautiful color. And because this has an extra amount in there, this one has, this one has ghost pepper in this one. Oh, right on the side, ghost peppers. Yep. So definitely looking forward to reviewing those and sharing more about that. But jump on back over to this cookie and finish off this last bit. But cookie crave, phenomenal stuff. The ghost pepper snickerdoodle. Man, oh man. That cinnamon and ghost pepper, they just play so nice together. More of a back of the throat burn now, the more I get into this, but not unbearable. No real nose production, eyes, nothing of that. Man, oh man, that's a good cookie. Get these last few crumbs. Don't want to waste it. All right. Cookie Crave, in case anyone's wanting to look it up. There you go. There you go. It's in Denton, Texas. And then there's all their socials, so you can reach on out, get on over there, try yourself some. Phenomenal stuff. All right. Now, to answer your question, Pepper Gardener, the two companies that really caught my attention, captivated me, etc., did so for two separate reasons. Now, if you caught last podcast, you probably already have heard this and know exactly where I'm going at. We'll start with the one that, I mean, just there were quite a few actually that did this perfectly. Everything from the presentation of the booth to the lineup of how everything was set up on the table, to the way they would connect with people walking by, the story, everything. Like, everything done flawlessly and executed perfectly. But the reason why these two stood out so much more, the uniqueness to how they compiled the sauces, the ingredients they used, all of that. Second of all, because I had zero knowledge of them going into this ahead of time. So being able to just be caught, captivated, and blown away from that really made them stand out just that little bit more. But one of those, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, look at the packaging. I'm going to have to end up showing this on the bigger close-up. But Divine Peppers. I mean, the branding on this box, the thought that went into this design, absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, here. Divine Peppers on the top of this. And once again, bear with the green is going to get a little bit washed out. But Divine Pepper, I mean, beautiful pepper on the back, all the branding. And then has this nice little pull tab, right? Because what are you going to do? Oh, man, it is. Let's get that card out of the way real quick. I mean, look at the presentation on this thing. I mean, it's in a nice box. It's got this great insert perfectly cut for it. I mean, they didn't leave out any of the steps. So, very well done in that sense, in that regard. Very well executed. I got the whole lineup from Divine Peppers. But look, I mean, this is their the second hottest sauce that they have. This is the Dynamite. Look at all those oils. Look at all that capsaicin oil just sitting in there, ready to go. Give this thing a good shake to incorporate because, man, that would sure scare away most folks. I mean, you can still see the oils just kind of floating in there. Very, very nicely done. I mean, everything through the labeling, the whole color of the sauce, the presentation of it all, the story, the passion, the inspiration through it. I can't wait to have these guys on the podcast to dive into it. And, of course, got the rest of the lineup, so we'll be checking this whole lineup out. And then, of course, Hellfire here is their hottest from Divine Peppers. Beautiful color to that sauce. Like the gold labeling, it just, I don't know. I feel like it blew me away. It wowed me in a way that I was not expecting. And then we have the Divine Tropical, which, of course, the green is going to get, as you can see there, a little bit consumed by the background. But no worries. We'll get that sorted out. Then this one, again, this whole label is green. So, unfortunately, I will have to pull this one up to show y'all. But this is called Glass of Milk. This is their lowest heat sauce. And the amazing part about this is this sauce is cram-packed with flavor. Absolutely mind-blowing amounts of flavor. But there's still pepper notes that you can pick up. But it's done in such a way that it doesn't matter if the person has a 0% tolerance to anything spicy, they're going to love this. And you're going to love it too. And it's not going to be a sauce that's on the table that's just going to bum you out because it lacks flavor and it lacks heat. This has tons of flavor and still the pepper body is carried forward. It is phenomenal. And I love the unique use of the peppers in these sauces. So there it is. There's one of them. Divine Peppers. Check them on out. Love the branding. I mean, all the way down to, they had nice little bags too. So go set that over there. And this is going to make it on the wall. It's going up over there. So set that over there. Another one. Before I jump into the other one that absolutely captivated me. All right, let's see here. Hold on, I see we have a comment. Okay. Pepper dishes. Also, cookies could be a sweet way to surprise the guest. Absolutely. Absolutely. Harvest time for many. So there's Reapers, Mystic Nebulas, KSLS, and, of course, some F1s. All right. Hey, sounds like you got a nice lineup of grow going or getting ready to go. So, I am looking forward to it. Another one that was absolutely phenomenal, glad I had the pleasure of getting to know, was Heatley's. So I don't know if y'all are familiar with Heatley's. I personally had seen them on social media maybe once or twice, but had not had the pleasure of checking them out. They popped up there, obviously, at Zest Fest 2026, and I ended up grabbing 3 sauces that I thought really stood out to me and spoke to me. So definitely looking forward to really being able to check these on out and review these in their entirety. But once again, beautiful branding on this, all the way down to the thought and the artistic side that they're really telling and showing in this packaging. And I mean, big hearty bottles. What size are these out, by the way? Yeah, 8 ounce. Yeah, that's what I thought. So the 3 I picked up from Heatley's was Dead to Me, Pizza Splash, and Da Pope. So we're going to, here, let's get a close-up of these real quick. So first up, Dead to Me. And yes, that is Kevin O'Leary's face on there from Shark Tank. So looking forward to this. This is the hottest sauce, if I remember correctly, that Heatley's makes. So we'll be checking that one on out. And then Pizza Splash. The uniqueness of this sauce immediately stood out to me. I mean, this sauce, there's a lot out there that really have seeked out to try to be that thought process. But when you talk about pizza in a bottle, they have nailed it here with Pizza Splash. I can't wait to review that one and share more about that with y'all, as well as Da Pope. Now, second I tried this, it immediately stood out as a perfect pairing for hot dogs, burgers, cold cut sandwiches, you name it. It's going to be phenomenal in that realm. And I can't wait to jump on into those and review those as well. So we'll have that review coming up soon on Scorchin and Swearin. And of course, some fun slaps that were included in the box. So let's set that over there and break down a little bit of info on, of course, what they have going on. The rating chart for how they, here, let's go ahead. This is the rating chart of what they have and what to expect. So nice lineup there, as you can kind of see with Pizza Splash. It's a nice middle of the road, and then the other 2 are ones that are not the normal rotation. They're there for the more fun, creative side to the regular stays. So absolutely phenomenal. Can't wait to dive on into those. Now, the last company that I have here to show is the other company that really stood out, captivated my attention early on. And immediately what happened is whenever I walked by, before I even got to set up, I was just drawn to their booth, captivated by it. So can't wait to dive on into this. Now, from my understanding, I believe there is one sauce from their lineup that I do not have here that I will be making sure that I end up getting to complete the full lineup of what they have. But once again, Inca Shaman, if you were watching the last podcast, they absolutely caught my attention, and all in amazing ways. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to throw it on this other screen here, but can't wait to jump on into these. We're going to just roll through, take a look at look at that. Look at the branding, look at the logo. I mean, just telling as can be. Now, they also have this really cool feature here on the label that I can't wait to kind of see how this pans out going forward. But they have a tap here section. So if you have your phone, you have that close frequency, that RF reader right there. And it is going to be able to tell you different ways you can kind of use this sauce. It obviously brings you to the website, etc. But, phenomenal stuff. And then once again, there is another one from Inca Shaman. I mean, ricotta, like the peppers chose for these, some ricotos, some limons, some chiltepines, like just, phenomenal. Stuff you don't really like see too often. And so because of that, because of the branding, because of the story, because of the passion behind it, like, man, I would not let this one go. Had to get to know them. And podcast will be coming out, so everyone will be able to get to know them as well and learn a bit more about their journey, the overall, inspiration behind it, everything. So beautiful, beautiful sauces. And like I said, there's just one from their lineup, and I think it's their least hot, is the only one I did not get by the time I went around to start picking up and grabbing sauces. That one had already sold out. Of course, as to be expected, it was one that also caught my attention, and it was their lowest heat sauce. Just slam-packed with flavor. And like I said, the unique choices of peppers really made it stand out. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, those red and yellow bright colors that they have going on there. You know, the one that I, out of all of them, trying them, the one that stood out to me wasn't even that it was the hottest. It was the unique nature to it all. And it's this one here, the ricotta with eggplant and onion. Golly, that eggplant, that onion, that body, that depth in this sauce, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Is it the hottest thing? No. But it is beautifully balanced. It's going to be a phenomenal one to pair with different kinds of food dishes and everything that you have going on. You could cook with this one, but I think I would potentially use this one more as a finishing or as a, topping to what I have going on because of that amazing flavor. You get a boring dish, you get something that you're like, this could have been done better. Boom, you bust that out, you pour that on there, and you have fixed everything that has been wrong. So that's the lineup. That's what I have grabbed from Zest Fest 2026. That is the full breakdown. Like I said, I had two other sauces. One was from Madman sauces that I've already used, and then another was from Karma sauce. Both of those have already been reviewed, so no worries there, no harm, no foul. But phenomenal stuff. Can't wait to really dive into these lines, get to fully understand, have these folks on here, talk about this on the podcast, but also get a better understanding and really be able to share and showcase this with all of y'all to be able to, continue to let everyone know what's going on, who it is behind these, and like what their inspiration was. Because it's really easy to just look at a brand and go, okay, well, this brand has this, and then you lose the human aspect, which is the person that created it, the intent behind it, the things that maybe went on in their life to get them to the point of making this sauce and wanting to share it with the world. So can't wait to jump on in for all of those. But yeah, I think I'm going to go snack on some of these Mad Crispies from Madman sauces and kick back and relax with the family before tonight. So definitely be checking on out. We'll be making an appearance somewhere. So stay tuned for socials. That'll be happening tonight. And looking forward to it. But as I get through all of these, I'll be uploading those as well. If there's one that kind of has stood out to you, something you're like, man, I really want to know more about that one, let me know. I'll be uploading some photos, quick little breakdown of these on socials, but also placing them in order, right? Finding out what kind of lineup we want to curate here as we roll this out. Plus, tons more to be reviewed, ready to go as the studio here is kind of halfway torn down. I was trying to get all this stuff done before the summer, but hopefully this summer I can finish it here and have the two different backdrops. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Thank you all for everyone that tuned in, is watching live, and those that are going to be watching this playback. Thank you all so much. As always, if you're looking to continue down that journey of everything to do with the world of hot, check out the Swear Word podcast, check out Scorchin Swearin, check out the website as there's going to be tons of new updates rolling out there. That is theswearword.net. And hopefully here soon have a nice breakdown of the guests, quick bios, etc. All that running here soon. So as always, I'm Brandon Swear, and from everything from the world of hot, this has been Scorchin Swearin.
This has been Scorchin' and Swearin' with your host, Brandon Swear.